They say that we plan and God laughs. I don't know if he's laughing, but I would say he definitely had different plans for me this new year. But that's okay. My plan was to film a sit down video showing you the 23 books that I want to read in 2023. That was the plan. But as you can see, it didn't go quite that way. Now, as far as I know, I do not have the virus. However, I have the symptoms. And as of this filming, when I wanted to tell you guys the 23 books that I want to read in 2023, I developed a huge headache, got a scratchy throat, and lost my voice. Both my daughter and my husband, who live in the house with me, have tested positive for the vid. And while I tested negative 3 times, I feel as though I've been run over by a truck. So suffice it to say, even though I'm negative as far as the rapid test is concerned, more than likely I probably have it too. But you know what? I'm not going to let that stop me. I am still going to give you guys my 2023 TBR. Before we get into that, let's talk about my reading goals last year, how I didn't even get close to my Goodreads goal, and about the 3 books, yes, I only read 3, that I read last year, and why. It certainly wasn't for lack of trying. I visited bookstores, I bought books, I saw a lot of books this year, but for whatever reason, I only read 3 out of the 10 books that I planned on reading this year. Not for whatever reason, actually a lot happened. First of all, I traveled quite a bit last year, and it wasn't the type of travel where I really had a whole lot of time to read. We were definitely in go, go, go mode. I also ended up moving this year. How's that for a little ASMR? It's okay. Get up. Get up. You got it. Get up. Get up. You got it. You got it. And I ended up spending 2 whole months with this little bundle of joy. Oh my goodness. And yes, he's walking now. So it's pretty evident that I didn't have much time to read, and I wasn't even settled enough to read. But when I did read, I read this book, Daisy Jones and the Six by Taylor Jenkins Reid. The perfect book to get back into my reading habit. Earlier in the year, I read Before the Coffee Gets Cold, another really good book to ease back into my reading habit. It was all about me just starting to read again, so I wanted books that weren't overly complicated, that weren't overly technical, and that told a really good, shorter story. The last book I read this year was This Is Not a Pity Memoir by Abby Morgan. It's an autobiography about a screenwriter/playwright whose husband ends up with a mysterious illness and he doesn't recognize her for a while. She also ends up being sick herself. Great read. And I think because I read so few books and I picked really well, nothing was below 4.5 stars. Daisy Jones and the Six, a solid 5 stars. So now let's get into the books that I plan on reading in 2023. These are books that I want to read. I may not read all of them. I may read all of them and more. We shall see. The first 2 books I've already started. I've started Andy Weir's Project Hail Mary, which 99 pages in, and I'm already hooked. The second book is Convenience Store Woman, a very small book. I think it'll be a very easy read. I'm about 20 pages into this one, so I think I'll be done pretty quickly. The next book, Bad Vibes Only by Nora McInerney. I picked this up because it just screamed Gen X. And I'm Gen X, so it's my vibe. The next one, Virology, Essays for the Living, the Dead, and the Small Things in Between by Joseph Osmundson. I think this is going to be really good, considering the fact that we just came through a pandemonium. I got this copy at Books and Books, and it was a signed copy, so very cool. I had to read The Martian because I'm reading Project Hail Mary. I saw the movie, and I really liked it. I have not seen many reviews on this book, so I don't know if it's as received as Project Hail Mary, but I'm going to give it a go. This book, Stay True by Hua Su, was one of the top 10 New York Times best books of 2022. I picked this up because I couldn't resist the title, Stay Sexy and Don't Get Murdered. It is a biography, a dual biography or memoir. I'm here for it. I Am, another biography from the author of Hamnet, Maggie O'Farrell. I actually have started this one. I also am going to read Hamnet too, add that to the list. And then there's The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. Everybody has been talking about this book. Everybody says it's awesome. I will be seeing this year. A Little Life, I had to do it because you guys, I've watched so many reviews and so many videos on it, and I'm just going to do it. And then there is Visit from the Goon Squad. Full disclosure, I picked up this book because it shares characters and a timeline with The Candy House by Jennifer Egan, which I hear is amazing. The next 3 books are nonfiction because it's my favorite. Smart Brevity, because I feel like we all could say less. Joan Didion's Where I Was From, because I started The Year of Magical Thinking and misplaced it in the move. And what I read was absolutely wonderful. And When Breath Becomes Air by Paul Kalanithi, because everyone says this is a beautiful book. My bad, the next 5 books. The Unseen Body, nonfiction as well, and How to Read a Book, which I DNF'd, but I'm giving it another shot. 3 more books to add to the list: The Dictionary of Lost Words, The Personal Librarian, which I'm really interested in getting into, and The Meditations of Marcus Aurelius. This is the annotated edition, but I'm actually looking for an illustrated version of this book because one of the things that I want to do is read more illustrated books, collect more illustrated books, and talk about beautiful books on my channel. And I plan on reading The Vanishing Half. Don't have the dust cover for this book because I took the dust jackets off of my hardcover books that I have on my shelf. So this is the best I can do as far as this book goes, but I'm really interested in reading The Vanishing Half. I've heard nothing but good things about it. So if I'm not mistaken, that is 22 books, and I think I got this, but I still need a final book. So if you've made it this far, leave me a recommendation down in the comments. If you haven't liked this video, like this video, and subscribe if you like my style of videos or if you like what I have to offer here. I'm going to finish out this day because I'm still resting, but I do feel tons better. I'm going to finish out this day crocheting my temperature blanket that I started in August, and I have not quite gotten to January yet. I'm working on the last week of December, but having COVID, not COVID, has given me the opportunity to make some progress. So I'm sure by the time I'm feeling better, I'll be all caught up. And then I can get back to reading more books. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.